Welcome. Today we are diving into the beautiful connection between trigonometry and calculus. We will explore how complex waves like sine and cosine can be rewritten as simple infinite polynomials using Taylor series. First, what is a Taylor series? In simple terms, it is a tool that lets us approximate complicated functions using a long string of simple polynomial terms. By looking at the slope, curvature, and higher derivatives at a single point, usually 0, we can reconstruct the entire function. Here is the general formula, specifically called a Maclaurin series when centered at 0. It looks intimidating, but it is just a pattern. We take the nth derivative at 0, divide it by n factorial, and multiply it by x to the power of n. We sum these up forever. To build the series for sine, we first need its derivatives. Notice the beautiful cycle. Sine goes to cosine, then negative sine, then negative cosine, and back to sine. At 0, these values follow a simple pattern: 0, 1, 0, negative 1. This repeats endlessly. Let's plug those values into our formula. The terms with 0 value disappear completely. We are left with only the terms where the derivative was 1 or negative 1. This filtering process is why the final series looks so clean. Here is the result. The Taylor series for sine contains only odd powers of x, x cubed, x to the fifth, and so on. Also, notice the factorials match the powers, and the signs alternate between positive and negative. Let's see this in action. The black line is the true sine wave. The red line is just the first term, x. The blue line adds the cubic term, and it hugs the curve longer. The green line adds the fifth power, fitting the wave even further out. More terms mean better accuracy. Now for cosine. The derivative cycle is similar but starts at 1. The values at 0 follow the pattern: 1, 0, negative 1, 0. This means the terms that survived for sine will die for cosine, and vice versa. Consequently, the cosine series keeps only the even powers: 1, x squared, x to the fourth, and so on. Like sine, the signs alternate and the factorials match the powers. It is the perfect complement to the sine series. Side by side, the distinction is clear. Sine is an odd function and keeps the odd powers. Cosine is an even function and keeps the even powers. Both provide a way to calculate these trig values using only multiplication and addition. The best part? These series converge for all real numbers. That means if you include enough terms, this polynomial approximation will perfectly match the wave no matter how far away from 0 you go. It is globally accurate. To wrap up, we can turn trig functions into polynomials. Sine takes the odd terms, cosine takes the even terms. This is not just theory, it is exactly how your calculator computes sine and cosine when you hit the button. Thank you for watching.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.